Oh yeah, I saw it coming off.
I should figure out what this guy was. I wanted to make it like blood splatter.
Yeah, I wanted to have blood splatter, but now it's just a freaking evenly matched mess.
It's like actually, I think for future wear, it's good. I don't think I can keep it.
What's up, everybody? We're out at the Israeli Embassy in Washington, D.C. And this is what was called a dye-in. D-I-E, a dye-in. Everyone that currently has orange on their shirts had white clothing on before. They dyed themselves with some sort of dye, I guess, or whatever. Anyway, hi. I'm Chip from TikTok. I'm doing a live right now, yeah. That's okay. What's your name? Dalal. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Sorry, my hands are all
No, it's okay. I need to get...
I've been watching you for a while.
Thank you. It's nice to see you. Yeah, it's always fun when people recognize you. Hello. So I just want to give everybody a visual of what's going on. I guess this is where they have some effigies. Let me show you this. This is pretty cool. This was being carried earlier of Netanyahu. Right there. And of course, blood on the hands. And somebody had a great sign on the back of their car. It said, join the club. And it said like Schmittler, Netanyahu, Pol Pot, Stalin. It was pretty cool. Anyway, somewhere on the other side of this thing, Eric Warsaw is hanging out. I saw Eric. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Good to be here. Good to see people coming out. Not as many people as I thought. Let me show you the front of the embassy for a second. I can't hop this fence. It's cordoned off, so I'll get as close as I can. This is the Israeli embassy right here. You can see there's the flag. And of course, this is where they have posters of people who are still being held hostage. I really sincerely wish all those folks can come home and safely as soon as possible. Hopefully that means also a ceasefire, because that would be ideal for everybody. And sorry about any background noise, it's just the way the event is set up here. This is Washington, D.C. This is the Israeli Embassy. It's in the northwestern quadrant of Washington, D.C. And I'm currently pointing my camera at the Israeli Embassy. And I'm going to show you a little bit of where Aaron Bushnell took his life, as best I can. Okay, so just up this little incline here, there's Eric Warsaw right there. There's Eric, and he's probably showing this exact spot. I don't know if you can see, but there's a yellow and red sign right there. You see that yellow and red sign next to that orange barrier? That's the exact spot where Aaron Bushnell lit himself, right there. Yeah, I'll walk up that way. I'll show you some of these signs and stuff. You can see some of the people here. Show you some more signs here. And I'll get off of the... So how much more innocent blood will you spill? And of course, the classic oldie but goodie, G-side is not self-defense. Screenshot that one. Are there a lot of people? I'll show you the crowd. It's not huge. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably about 150 to 200 people. So pretty small comparatively for protests. But tomorrow is going to be the big one. Tomorrow is going to be the big protest. Tomorrow is going to be the big one. Tomorrow is going to be a really big one. You might recognize this guy. What's up, Big E? Say hi.
There's Chip Barnes. He's doing a live show.
Hi, everybody. This is Eric. Hey, Eric. Good to see you. Yeah, the wonders of TikTok Live, right?
And Chip, hold on. Let me show Chip, too. All right, so Chip, here, walk with me. I'll show you exactly where the spot is.
Okay. We're going to show the spot where
Yeah, this is the spot.
Oh gosh, you can still see the on the pavement. Oh gosh. Wow.
So, okay. Right
Hey.
in front of that gate right there.
Okay, yes. So check this out, everybody. You see these spots right there? This is the exact location where he did what he did. I mean, just think about that for a second. How somber is that? Wow. And here's the embassy right here, just to let you know. I'll show you really quickly. So this is in Washington, D.C. We're at the Israeli embassy. There's a protest going on here. It's called a Die-In for Gaza. I'm about to go over and join the crowd. I think they're having like a pizza party or something. But we got here a little later than we wanted to. We got stuck in some heavy traffic coming down here. It was brutal. It took like 2.5 hours to go, what normally takes about 50 minutes. So it is what it is. Anyway, so that's the Aaron Bushnell. I'm gonna come a little closer so you can see some more of this stuff over here. But yeah, everybody, we're just trying to pass on the information as it happens. There's a protest tomorrow in Washington, D.C., of course, protesting Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's visit to the joint session of Congress. And these are some of the photographs of some of the Israeli hostages that have still yet to be returned. Hopefully they'll be returned, you know, quickly and safely in good condition. We don't want civilians to get hurt, and hopefully that's accompanied by a ceasefire. But tomorrow's the protest. Tomorrow the big one is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for Prime Minister Netanyahu's visit, which I will definitely be here for, and I'll also stream live from that as well. So let's come over and say hi to the crowd over here. Everyone's sort of taking a breather now and getting ready to have some food together. By the way, I also caught up with Nader Hu. If you know who Nader is, we got a chance to go over and meet his family, which was really nice. This is the beauty of the internet. These are people I would have never met in my life, obviously. So it's just so nice to, you can see there's a pretty heavy police presence here. Police everywhere. And I think they're happily surprised that everything's going pretty smoothly. Because obviously these things can get out of hand. There was, if you didn't hear, there's information about arrests that were made against people from Jewish Voices for Peace. And they were protesting inside the Capitol today or yesterday. I think it was today. But you can see people are eating pizza. Maybe we can snag a piece somewhere. Is it good? Tasty? Just trying to show you all a little behind the scenes look here. It's kind of noisy, so I'm not going to talk as much. Hey folks. Hi again. Excuse me.
Hey, Mr. Tripp. Big fan.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you.
Nice to see you.
Appreciate you. And here we are again with the ugliest man on the earth right now. Oh, sorry. Couldn't resist. Couldn't resist. Could not resist. Okay, so that's the Cummings gun. Let me put it back on me for a second here. Okay, so that's what's going on here. It's a great crowd. Let me put them back in my background so you can see everybody. It's always nice to come. We got here later than I would have liked to, so we didn't get to be a part of all the chants and the different protest cheers. Bye-bye. But we got to make it at least before the end, which is great. It's kind of, the sun's coming down now. It's cooling down some, which is nice for all of us. And this is just a beautiful celebration. The people to get together and share common values and speak truth to power, right? So I'm going to continue to walk down here a little bit. See if we can find some people to talk to. We got here a little late. Did you want to tell the audience what happened a little earlier, or you know, you're not comfortable?
Oh, no. Oh.
You don't have to if you don't want to be on camera. I can just put you like this, or I can just let you talk. You can just talk.
Yeah, I don't want to be on camera.
Sure.
So it was just the die-in. So everybody, now you say everybody is wearing red.
Okay.
They were wearing all white. It's supposed to represent how the IDF have killed civilians in Palestine.
Okay.
And then afterward, I don't know if you caught that we had two of our friends wearing the IDF, the IOF uniforms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they were the IOF soldiers actually killing the civilians.
Ah, okay. Very
Yeah,
cool.
and then
Show me the puppet people.
at the end, you know how they like to upload videos of themselves
Atrocities.
celebrating
Yeah,
death,
yeah.
and they're excited. So they also did that. So it will be all online. I know that for Hazani's thing, it'll be on her page.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it was actually very emotional.
Thanks for filling us in. Really appreciate it.
No, but for real, y'all, there was a lot of passion and effort and talent and amazing. All of y'all, and we're like pointing out people, all of you. Hands up, puppet people, raise your Ozzy and I were talking with Umair, and Umair's not here, we're on a couch, and he's freaking amazing. We were like, we would want a really big puppet. Umair was like on it. Shelby texted me a picture a couple days later. How does this strike? I know,
Umair will be here tomorrow with the puppets, so come find us if you want to practice, if you want to try it out, or amazing.
Just wanted to acknowledge that. Also,
Say hello, Chip.
Hello, Chip. How's it going, everybody? Good to see everybody. Nader, I told people I said you'd say hi to them, so say hi, everybody.
Hey.
This is Nat, everybody. Nice man. Good man.
I just want to take a moment to acknowledge how triggering and traumatic this work also can be. Like, honestly, you guys show up deep. When we were talking, we were on somewhere hiding. When we talked about it, we were like, should we put a public call out? I'm like, and not only do we, but y'all show up hardcore. Y'all show up with supplies.
I know it's hard to hear, sorry.
You show up to do the dirty work. You show up to, like, you guys were nuts. We dumped shit on our heads in the middle of the street in Washington. But what you guys aren't seeing, and I want to share this out with y'all, is the amazing feedback we get from people online.
All right. So that is a little bit of what's happening out here. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to move up the street so it's not quite as noisy. So we can talk like we usually like to talk. So first of all, welcome everybody. Happy Tuesday to you, no matter where you might be. So if you couldn't hear, I'm down in Washington, D.C. We're attending a little small, I guess you'd call it quaint protest in front of the Israeli embassy. It's probably about 200, 250 people, I guess, at its peak, probably a little bit less than that now. And the idea was to send a message to the Israeli embassy, that the war crimes have to stop, that the blood is on the hands of Benjamin Netanyahu and, of course, the leadership in Israel, and that the genocide that's been going on is not acceptable. Now, there's been a lot going on recently, a lot of things happening which are very interesting to cover. I probably won't remember all of them to speak about, but let's cover a few things. So we know that recently the ICJ issued another ruling saying that you got to get the hell out of the West Bank, right? That the occupation is completely illegal. Not that anybody didn't know that already. Again, the challenge is enforcement, right? Those words are great, they're strong, but the words alone aren't going to get the Israelis to pack up and go and to do something fair. It's going to require something more than that. Also, the Chinese have been trying to broker a peace agreement, or as I say, a reconciliation politically, between the H group in Gaza and the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank, which they've successfully done. They've agreed to sort of meet and have a meeting of the minds and reconcile politically, which is huge news, by the way, although I haven't read the details, so I just saw someone else's TikTok video. So if I'm wrong about any of that, please forgive me, because I had to do some quick research on the fly before today. But, you know, I really don't have a whole lot that I want to talk about right at the moment here. I want to take this in and I want to enjoy it with the other people I'm here with. I didn't want to go live for more than about 15 or 20 minutes. So anyway, so I'm going to leave it at that. If some guests want to come up and talk for a second, I'm happy to do that. But right now I'm kind of just, you know, these things are emotional. And, you know, behind every one of these little reminders are a lot of names of people who have died, a lot of children who have died, a lot of women who have died, a lot of innocent men who have died, who had nothing to do with anything. They just happened to live in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so, somebody here said something pretty disrespectful. So, listen, Joseph, I'm not saying anything disrespectful. I went up and showed pictures of the hostages that need to come back, and I talked about wanting them to come back right away. So, please don't be disrespectful, okay? I'm not going to disrespect you or your team. So please just do the same. Is that fair? Anyway, I don't treat unkindness with unkindness. I treat unkindness with sympathy, because if that's what you have to contribute to the conversation today, I'm sad for you. I'm sad for you. Okay? But turn the other cheek, as we like to say, and embrace those who don't embrace you, and eventually, hopefully, they'll come around. That's the whole key. All right, everybody. Well, if there's no other guests, I'm going to go ahead and check off for right now. I may come back on in a bit, but I got to reposition and got to get some more things under my belt before I talk too much more. Okay? So, well, I'm good. Believe me, I'm 100% good. I'm as resolved and as solid as I'll ever be. I just feel sad for people like Joseph who say things like that. When those thoughts come into your head like that, you know, leave them where they should be, and that's inside your head. Okay, everybody. I'll see you soon.